I should not live like this as a 16-year-old. I shouldn't be scared. I should be focusing on school, and I can't even focus on school. I'm scared that everyone that I love, I'm not going to be able to see them again, because even though that they're U.S. citizens, they don't care about us. They treat us like dogs. They treat us like animals.
I'm just got deported. My mom just got deported. My mom just got deported. It's so not fair. It's so not fair. She's literally not a criminal. Like, she's literally just paid her taxes. She's literally just... We're not safe. No one's safe. Please. Hug your loved ones, please.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to bring you the latest news on what has been happening after guys voted for Trump, and they are now in full regrets because their families are getting deported. If you've been missing out, you're at the right place. Grab your popcorns because I'm going to be showing you some clips and evidences of what has been happening so far. So let's dive right in. First clip.
For those that don't know, the Supreme Court ruled Monday for the Trump administration and agreed U.S. immigration agents may stop and detain anyone they suspect in the U.S. illegally based on little more than working at a gas station, at a restaurant, at a car wash, speaking Spanish, or having brown skin. That is all they need. If you speak Spanish or have brown skin, you are in danger. My family's in danger. And we have to step up. We have to be the change. We have to spread the word. Make sure to keep your family as safe as you can. You know, let them be informed. And that's the best that we can do.
And I do hope that all you Latinos for Trump never have a day of peace now that the Supreme Court has made it legal for ICE to stop you based on your race. Because some of you are darker than me. Some of you look more paisa than me. And I hope you get stopped. And I hope you get frisked. I hope that in some cases, some people have shown their IDs, their real IDs and stuff like that. And the ICE officers should say that this is fake. And they apprehend them anyways. I hope that happens to every last one of you. I hate you.
Latinos for Trump, it is time to embrace the consequences of your actions. I've always been a firm believer of fighting fire with fire. If somebody goes low, I'll go lower. Now, with that being said, I know for a fact that most Latinos for Trump have undocumented family members, whether that be their parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, etc. So if you know of a Latino who voted for Trump, I urge you to call this number and report said family members. It's time that these Latinos for Trump get a taste of their own medicine and a taste of poetic justice. Now, I know what you may be thinking, Angel, this is extreme, and I agree, but extreme problems call for extreme solutions. And unfortunately, many innocent people are going to be affected by this, but you can't be that innocent if you raised a Latino for Trump. And before all of the Latinos for Trump come at me all angry, this is what you wanted. This is what you voted for. You should be happy. Let me see that smile.
I got deported because I voted for Donald Trump. Now everybody's getting deported because they voted for Donald Trump. Yes, they're getting deported, but they all voted for Donald Trump.
All right, Black women.
Guys, Latinos are going crazy. They're going crazy. They're in complete regret. Like, from what these clips are showing, like, families are getting separated, and it's completely insane. Like, I feel bad for them, but guys, they voted for this. They literally voted for this, and what's happening to them now? They have no one else to blame but themselves. Like, you see clips of people crying, families getting separated. Like, it's crazy, but there's really nothing we can do at this point. Like, they just have to bear the consequences of their action. As this guy says, extreme measures, extreme problems cause for extreme measures. So they'll just have to bear it. They really have to bear. Let's look at more clips of how this entire stuff is affecting the Latinos.
It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking. When you saw this video, so I came across this on my FYP. A lot of Latinos are actually now crashing out, okay, after hearing the Supreme Court ruling, okay. These are people who legit came out and voted for this, like this. And now they are the ones also crying out because they are getting affected, okay. Before now, anything about this shouldn't have happened, okay, but somehow it's now affecting everybody. And some people say, I wonder why any POC we ever think.
So what's happening to the Latinos is completely insane. The guys are literally getting racially profiled because of their skin, and they are getting deported. But guys, you literally wanted this, because if you never wanted this, you would have done your proper research. People literally spilled it out that don't vote for Trump, don't vote for Trump, but you went ahead to vote for him, and now you're facing the consequences of your action. There is literally nothing anybody can do at this point. I mean, we do feel for you. I do feel bad, not to lie, but if it hadn't happened to you in the first place, you wouldn't have felt it. You were okay with what he was planning to implement, but did you ever think of the families that were going to be separated? You thought about yourself, but now that it's happening to you, you want compassion, you want justice. That's insane. That's really, really insane. You just have to go ahead and reap what you sowed, basically.
Think about voting for this in the first place, but you guys, alas, they actually voted for their deportation, okay. Somehow people need to now walk around carrying their, I'm a citizen card around the streets and everywhere. This is actually not funny.
I am a US citizen, but I would be lying if I tell anyone that I feel safe in this country at this moment. If I'm ever stopped or pulled over or anything at just the fact that I'm brown, that my skin color is brown, and that I could be labeled as someone without a legal status and someone ripping me away from my kids. I know it's not the same thing as to what other people are going through, but it's honestly something that all of us as Latinos are now having to deal with.
I'm struggling a lot today, seeing all these videos of the hate going around with this mass deportation, and it hurts my heart because, you voted for who you voted for, but why so much hate? How can you mock the kids that are losing their parents, or the parents that are losing their kids, living in constant fear for what may happen to your friends and your family, and even people that you see on social media. It hurts. It hurts. Because why is there so much hate? Why do you have to be this way?
I have really mixed feelings about this. What do you guys think? There's a video circulating right now of a girl whose father has less than 6 months left to live, and he is facing deportation, and right now he's about to go up against Florida, and Florida's going to decide if he's going to leave the country or not. And she made this video.
Ill dad with less than 6 months to live, if they release him, or if they're going to continue to detain him and eventually, pass in their care.
The idea of deporting someone that has less than 6 months to live, taking away the very little bit of time he has left so his family can't be with him, that is deplorable. But then she goes and she comments things like this. I only voted for him because of RFK. I didn't think that voting for him would do this. Because this is where I'm conflicted. On one hand, no one deserves to be deported when they have only a few months left to live, and they don't deserve to lose the last bit of time they have with their family. However, you literally voted for this. I understand that you're saying that you didn't research the candidate, but that's your own fault. You voted for this. And it's just so infuriating because it's dude, people were trying to warn y'all. There is no way that you can claim ignorance. We were all on this app at the same time. I do not buy it when people say that they did not research the candidate, they did not know, because you didn't have to. There were millions of people screaming this information at you. If you did not know Trump was a bad candidate, it's because you put your fingers in your ears and you refused to listen to those around you. If you are unaware of politics in 2025, and I'm talking major candidates, that is because you are not only not looking for that information, but you are willfully ignoring it. Because that information is right in front of you. You're just choosing not to listen to it. So I'm conflicted because I'm not going to be one of those people to say that she deserves it because that's what she deserves. Because no, even if she voted for it, she still doesn't deserve for her father to be deported when he has 6 months left to live. However, you should not be voting if you did not research a candidate. And for you to say that you were ignorant to it is a cop-out, dude. Like, in 2025, you were not ignorant to it. And I'm just going to say, if this was me, I would have never posted that video because I would be too embarrassed to sit there and complain about something I literally voted for.
So this comes as Venezuelans in Florida, many of whom voted for Trump because of his tough stance on immigration, are now having second thoughts.
Well, some Venezuelans say they feel betrayed by the Trump administration, and they want to make it clear the majority of Venezuelans are not criminals.
Like so many other Venezuelans, she cheered when Donald Trump was elected. She's a Venezuelan immigrant, now terrified of being deported. Are you afraid of your son walking to school?
Yes, truly, yes.
What are you afraid of?
That they'll pick him up and he won't have time to call me.
You supported Donald Trump, even though you couldn't vote for him.
Yes, yes. I believe there is a large community of Venezuelans who did. And this was a hard blow because practically the same day he took office, he went against Venezuelans. It seemed personal.
Conditions have not changed. Actually have getting worse.
At a press conference in Doral Monday, Venezuelan Americans denounced the Trump administration and South Florida Republicans.
More than betrayed. Beyond betrayed. They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that he was not going to touch the documented people.
Venezuelans are known to be supporters of the Trump administration. How do you feel about what happened now?
I do know that the news that we woke up for today must have been as frustrated as they have been for me, even for Trump supporters, because it hits home. It's different. It hits straight home. And considering that going back to Venezuela right now, it's not an option.
Those who supported President Trump during the election are firing back, now saying they feel lied to and betrayed.
I want to send a message to the president. If the Venezuelan Americans voted for you in large numbers, they did so to remove criminals. Venezuelan Americans did not vote for you to criminalize the majority of the Venezuelans.
We are all in agreement that violent criminals should be taken out of our country. Deportations should happen for people who have not respected our laws. And I think most people, and I would say the majority of the immigrants here in our community, bought into this platform of safety, security, and protected borders for our country.
Latinos that voted for Trump because of the economy. I'm sorry, I tried. How's it going?
President Trump, we love you. We will support you all the way to the end. Thank you for everything you've been doing.
We have a message for you, President Trump, from all the way down from the RGV 956. Latinos for Trump here representing. We've been with you since 2016. Co-founded Latinos for Trump. We pray for you, and it's time to what? Finish.
I am in so much shock with the amount of Latinos for Trump that are now coming out saying we feel so backstabbed, we feel so betrayed, we feel used now that our families are being deported even though they're not criminals. You didn't feel that way when Donald Trump was talking about the Mexican families that he was going to be deporting. You didn't feel that way when he spoke about other minority groups that he was going to be deporting. But now that it's affecting your family, your uncle, your cousin, now you want to cry about it? Now you want to cry crocodile tears? Girlfriend, I don't feel bad for you.
Latinos, you can scream MAGA all you want, vote red, only speak English, even call ICE yourself, but you will never be the exception. You will never be white, and it's not going to stop you from getting racially profiled.
It's really funny to see all of these Latinos for Trump, furious online because Black Americans aren't joining them in protest after they started getting deported. Like, it's crazy because you literally voted for the guy who said he was going to do exactly this. Trump didn't hide it. He didn't sugarcoat it. He said it straight up. Strict, immigration, mass deportation, and tougher border control. But a lot of these people thought, oh no, he doesn't mean us. He's talking about other immigrants. Now, reality hitting hard, ICE is showing up in their neighborhoods, jobs are being checked, and a lot of people who once proudly waved those MAGA flags are realizing the system doesn't care about them or if they voted red. It doesn't matter if you had a Latino for Trump shirt or you posted about building the wall. They are coming for you too. And honestly, Black Americans are sitting this one out. Hey guys, welcome back again to the YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking. When you saw this video, I've got a lot of this clip for you guys. Let me let them roll. Then I'll come back with the commentary. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And credit to all creators on this video. Let's go watch.
Scrolling right while I was eating my food, and I'm so glad that a lot of Black people are starting to wake up from this whole Black and brown coalition. Yes, are there a few Hispanics that are cool, genuinely cool Mexicans with Black people? Sure, but for the majority, y'all don't really fool us like that. Let's really keep it a bean. Y'all want to be honorary whites so bad, but then when y'all start getting gaffled up, now all of a sudden, Black people, we all are oppressed by the white man. No, when you go to prison, y'all side with them. In the workforce, y'all side with them. On your IDs, you classify yourself.
Everybody involved with this organization can go straight to hell because we do not want to hear this now. Because wasn't this y'all just a couple of months ago?
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump.
Here. And here.
Puerto Ricans, let's stay united. Let's vote for Trump.
Now we have all these Latinos online talking about they regret their vote for Trump because of how he's handling this immigration situation and starting to mass deport illegal immigrants. This is the part that's making me mad the most about these people saying they regret their vote for Trump, because it was literally a part of his campaign. That was one of his biggest talking points, was that he was going to start mass deporting any type of illegal immigrant, whether they were a criminal, whether they're a teacher, had a business, anything. They were going to deport everybody who was here illegally. And the fact that y'all are trying to act now that y'all did not know he was going to do this is crazy, because the sign was like, the writing was on the wall. Then you got the people online saying Black people shouldn't say anything about this. We tried to help y'all. Y'all sold your people out.
They are being starved. They are thirsty, only given 1 cup of water per day, are denied bathroom privileges, are denied medical attention. People in ICE concentration camps are losing their lives. And don't even think about saying FAFO, fuck around and find out, to these people in ICE detention centers. It is a shame that members of the Black community started the trend, and so many other people followed. This is an updated voting poll.
Updated.
Brown people voted for Kamala Harris more, but you fall for the colonizers' divisive tactics, the inaccurate voting polls, the initial propaganda. It is immature and immoral to be centering that type of behavior in response to a community that is being mass deported, imprisoned in concentration camps, and tossed out of the country to who knows where without any rights or contact to any lawyer or family. When we should be focused on solidarity, and this has to stop immediately, especially those of you who claim to be activists perpetuating this FAFO-BS nonsense.
Shouts out to Aaliyah, because this is where it was on her page when I first saw this lady, this Mexican lady. And then I went to her page and she doubled down and literally said that they helped us during the Civil War, which is a lie. And the Mexicans helped free the slaves. First of all, Mexico had slavery themselves that wasn't abolished until 1829 or 1830 or something, somewhere around there. And the president that abolished slavery in Mexico was Afro-Indigenous. I don't know why they keep leaving that part out. He looked more like a negro than he looked like. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And when we were down there, we was fighting beside them. We was helping to protect their borders. They conveniently leave that out. all this civil rights. There was nobody that was not fighting with us for civil rights. It's a lie and a scam, not as a collective. And they know a lot of them are anti-black. It is so crazy that they keep blaming us. First of all, we've been saying fuck around and found out, just like we've been saying a whole bunch of other shit that they co-opt and steal and turn into something else. Fuck around and found out never really had no political meaning. That's just how black people talk. Bitch, fuck around and find out. That's how we talk. Why do they keep blaming us and censoring us when we are not the ones that's putting them in concentration camps? We do not yield, nor do we hold the power to deport them. They are focusing on the wrong people. Why y'all not mad at MAGA? Why y'all not sticking it to the white man? I mean, we just got to call it a spade a spade. It's so weird that the Mexican and the Latino community keeps coming for black people. It's because we're not putting our bodies, we're not sacrificing our bodies and going and running out and standing on the front lines. Is that what it is? Why they got so much animosity toward us like we're the ones that's doing this to them? We're not inflicting any pain on you. And as per Aaliyah's video, because I never saw that initial video, she played a video of a bullhead clear guy coining fuck around and find out for political purposes. Once again, stealing our shit, renaming, reclassifying it, giving it a different meaning. We're not making fun of y'all like that. We really ain't. We don't give a... It's unfortunate, but stop blaming. You're pointing, you're
Oh my goodness. So first things first, let me start off by saying this. I spoke with all black people on the planet, well, specifically in the U.S., all right, with Council of Negroids, and I'm going to be bold and speak on their behalf and say, we have nothing to do with ICE, okay? We have nothing to do with this whole ICE situation that's going on. We have nothing to do with the deportations, and we don't care. Damn. And I don't mean that in any type of mean or, malicious manner. I'm just saying we don't care. My name's Bennett, and I ain't in it. We have nothing to do with this. And I've noticed there are a lot of goofy clowns that are trying to put black people in the fray of this. And no, we have nothing to do with it. Black Americans have nothing to do with what's going on in ICE. We have no dog in this fight. It just is what it is, all right? Y'all get deported, y'all get deported. I don't know what to tell you. But we are not going to be protesting. We're not going to be looting. We're not going to be rioting. Whatever is happening right now, we have nothing to do with it. Now, what I do find hilarious is that we have the goofies who are trying to say that, oh, they're coming for you next. Oh, you got to be careful because they're coming for y'all next. You have to understand. Now, riddle me this, Batman. In order for you to say that they're coming for us next, that would imply that we haven't been attacked yet. That's what that would imply, okay? That we have gone this entire time without being attacked. And if that's what you believe, perhaps you should sit this one out, boo-boo. Perhaps you should sit your little self on the corner and, I don't know, do whatever you got to do. Sell your fruits, go to school, whatever it is, okay? But this conversation regarding black people, maybe you should definitely sit this one out because you are aggressively ignorant.
Wake up, nigga.
Of the history of this country and even presently today. We were the first ones. We were the guinea pigs for their hatred. I don't know if you happen to know this. So when you try to say that, oh, we're next, pimping, we've been here. we were number one in line when it comes to their hatred and, their vicious tactics and whatnot. Okay, their inhumanity towards people.
To this day.
We were the first ones. And so this whole next part, it didn't stop with us, bro. They just included y'all. That's the only difference. They still are going for us. That has never changed, and that will never change because of the wickedness of some of these people's hearts. It just is what it is. Okay, that's why I say it's a lineage of evil. So when y'all say, oh, they coming for us next, pimping. If they were, right? If they were down or triple down, quadruple down on their hatred, bro, we gonna handle it. Just like our ancestors handle it, just like we handle it, and just like we'll handle it in the future. It just is what it is. So don't try and fear-monger black Americans, talk about, oh, they're going to deport you next, or they're going to do this. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. How about that? Okay. In the meantime, between time, essay, I suggest you should be worrying about you. That's what I think. Okay. Nevertheless, having said that, I just wanted to clarify that. Having said that, no ill will, but there is this woman who started a campaign called Latinas for Trump.
Hi, I'm Liliana Garcia, and I founded Latinas for Trump on the premise of how important it was for me to convey to the rest of the world that there are a lot of Latinos and Latinas supporting Donald J. Trump.
And everybody can understand wanting to control the border.
everybody can understand
I think it's a
wanting
legitimate
to enforce immigration laws, and everybody can understand not wanting to have criminals and bad people
Right.
in this country.
Including you.
Yes, yes, yes. But what is happening right now is inhumane. And people need to lose their fear, because I've always said this, cowardice is contagious, but so is courage. And we have to catch courage right now, because the people who have no voice, the people who have no status, they need us who do to speak up. And I'm going to say this, I am incredibly disappointed with so many of my Latino celebrity friends who are not speaking up. And I understand it. I understand it because there is real fear in our community, and it is justified. But there's just no option. Fear is not an option right now when our community is under attack. Shame on those of us who can and don't speak up and use our platforms.
Saw an official post from the White House showing a picture of immigrants chained up being loaded onto an airplane. And it hit me really hard how sad that is. As a granddaughter of an immigrant who came over from Mexico, those are my people. Where would I be if my grandfather had not come over? These are the people that work in our grocery stores, that work our fields, that work all the jobs that many Americans don't want to do. They have families that they're supporting back in their home countries. They came here with a hope and a dream for better things. And this is how we show up as Americans. I would not be here today if my grandfather had not crossed in hopes of a better life and creating something better for he and his family. I can't help but think that Jesus spent his time with these people. He was one of these people. My heart is heavy.
So Latinos are blaming black people for them getting deported, saying we are not standing up for them? This says, but why isn't my black community standing up for you like us Latinos did for BLM? We stood up for you in the voting booth, where it counted, where it mattered. 92% of black women voted against this situation. 80% of black men voted against this situation. And you got the nerve and the audacity when you go and look at the numbers for Latino men and women, how they voted. And I promise you, they didn't vote nowhere near the levels we voted. And now you have the nerve and the audacity to blame us. You got the nerve to be coming at black women in the community. You got the nerve. We told you there were multiple black creators that told you guys that it wasn't just illegals that were going to get deported who had criminal records. You thought they wasn't going to come for my husband, son, daughter, Abuelita, Tio, because they haven't committed any crimes. They just over here living a carefree, safe, non-criminal life. They snatching y'all up too. And we told you that they would, and you did not believe us. And you made a bad decision. So wear it. Suffer in silence. Wear it. Do not blame anybody else. Look at your own community around you. And the rights that you do have, we were the ones. Our ancestors paid for those rights. The 1965 Civil Rights Act, we paid for those. Dogs were let loose on us. We were unalived. We were imprisoned. We went through Jim Crow where we couldn't even eat or go to the same movie theater or the bathroom or drink out of the same water fountain. We went through chattel slavery for hundreds of years, but this is our fault? How dare you? And I have love for Latino men and women. I have love for that community. Lots of friends. Lots of people I've done business with. But don't you dare come at us in this community when we told you what was going to happen. Suffer in silence. Wait another 2 years, vote in the midterms, and then wait another 4 years and vote right in the next election. But how dare you blame us?
So that's what's happening to them right now. I don't know what their next move will be. You don't know what their next move will be, but obviously I would definitely not love for anybody's family to get separated, and so that's just it. The guys, they just have to reap what they actually sowed. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Like, should Trump continue what he's doing? Like, the Latinos, were they right or wrong to vote for him? And Is it okay for them to be going through what they are going right now? But before that, I want you to use 3 seconds of your time to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. And I would love to see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching.